What's up everyone, ZT here, and I got a gameplay for you of me on COD 4 Hardcore Headquarters on Shipment. If you don't know what this game is, if you never played COD 4, I don't know why you wouldn't, but it's pretty much regarded as the smallest map I think they've ever made, and it has a lot of mixed feelings about it just because it's such a small map and it's so condensed. It's all gun on gun. People don't like gun on gun, believe it or not. But it's just I don't think they like the spawn trapping. I think that's the problem with it. This is pretty infamous for all its spawn traps because people literally spawn on the wall next to you and you always have to be alert. But I don't really mind it because you kind of you expect it to someone to spawn around the corner. But oh yeah, and the next gameplay I have lined up for you is a sniping Moab. It's not I shouldn't say Moab. I get a 20 kill streak with the MSR, and I just thought it was a really great gameplay that you guys would really enjoy. But this video is just going to be an intro video to, just me, I guess. And most of you guys probably don't know who I am, you know me as the person who got the 2 Moabs and the world's fastest Moab, but you don't really know anything about me, and that's okay because you just subscribed, and I'm very grateful for it actually. If you don't already know, I'm ridiculously nervous about this, and I'm really excited for it too, just because this is probably what my quote unquote big break. Because this is where everyone, kind of just notices me. Tabe freaking commented and liked on my video. That's just amazing. I freaked out when that happened. But, so this is just an intro video to me, I guess. Well, where to begin? If you didn't already look on my channel page, my name is actually Dane. If you also couldn't figure that out, Enad backwards is Dane. So that's where Enad comes from. Nobody gets to know where the ZT comes from, but the Enad comes from Dane. You can just know that right now. A lot of people say that I'm some sort of beast, or this is one of the most amazing. I'm one of the best players that's on Call of Duty, and I just want to tell you guys that it's really not that amazing. I'm just a 17-year-old senior in high school. And I just, anyone can do what I'm doing right now, as long as they just put in the time, and if you've ever been friends with me, you know how much time I put in on this. But if you guys put in the time and effort, you could really do, you could beat anything I've ever done. And it's really not that, well, it's hard, but it's not, something that's impossible. It's something that you can work for, and it's something that, anyone can do, I think. That's how I see COD now. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see COD, actually. On that note, I first started COD in 2008. I just got my first Xbox 360 because I'm super late like that. I never really got new consoles until a few years after. I wasn't poor, I just wasn't allowed to have them. Look at me. But I got my Xbox in 2008, or my brother got his Xbox in 2008, and my friend Jumer's Vacation, shout out, he gave me Call of Duty and 4 other games. Well, he gave me I think he gave me 5 or 6 games actually. He gave me 5 or 6 games, one of which was Call of Duty 4. And I've always heard about Call of Duty on G4 because I always used to watch that and kind of drool over the games that they played, just oh, I want to be them, I want to play these games. But I always saw Call of Duty, and I thought it was just some sort of World War II trench shooter where you sit in a bunch of, I don't know, even though people in World War II didn't sit in trenches. I thought you just ran around trenches and just started shooting people, and it's just a random game. And lo and behold, it was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which I think I was actually surprised when I saw it was modern day. I would always play this game called Conflict Desert Storm, and that was the only modern day shooter I've ever played. But I was really surprised. I don't know why. Come to think of it, I was really stupid if I thought this would be a World War II shooter. But I started playing it, and I was terrible. Let's just leave it at that. And eventually, my friend, this kid in my math class named Michael, I started talking to him, and apparently I figured out that he's been playing Call of Duty for a while, and he kind of took me under his wing, and he started teaching me how to be a camper. And this is your shout out, Michael. Way to go. And he's actually in this game. He's I doubt he'll actually low or anything, but he's a really funny guy, and he shouts a lot. He shouts pretty funny things. In the beginning of this match, he shouts guys, if you hold down the right trigger, you win. And you see him get a triple. It was so funny. But he kind of took me under his wing, and he started teaching me how, like, the ins and outs of the game. And eventually, I'd be like, "Hey, Michael, I got a 14 kills. I got like 14 kills in team deathmatch. Am I good yet?" And he'd just tell me like, "Shut up" or something. But after that, he kind of coaxed me into buying World at War, even though I had a lot of other friends who played Call of Duty, and they all said it was terrible. But I eventually bought it, and lo and behold, it was terrible. I've never liked any Treyarch game. I think every single one of them they've ever made, I don't know, I've just never really like enjoyed any of them. I hate, actual, that's kind of hard to say because I've only played World at War and Black Ops. But they're 0 for 2 right now in my book. But after that, I kind of went back to COD 4, and I started around 2009-ish. I got World at War around springtime, so yeah, around 2009 in the summer-ish, I started looking up YouTube videos, and this is where it all began. I found, I should probably go back to this. I always saw a bunch of people like laying on the ground randomly, and I always wondered like, how do they do that? What are they doing? And so Michael said that's called the drop shot, and it's something you never want to do because you're going to be labeled as a tryhard. And so of course I'm so competitive. I wanted to be a tryhard, and I wanted to be able to win games, and I wanted to be able to like kill people and actually be good at the game. So I go on YouTube and I start Googling. I go on YouTube and I start searching for how to drop shot videos, and from there it just kind of went on. I found Pyro Puncher, I found Hutch, I found XCal. I think those were the first 3 I found, and to this day I'm still subscribed to all of them. And after that, it just kind of took off from there. I learned about quick scoping, but I never actually did it because I actually had a really bad connection. So whenever I scoped in, I would like see the person, I would scope in really fast, and my targeter would show up, like the crosshairs, but it always went off to the left or right as if it was like Black Ops in the first week. After that, I just kind of went on. I had I want to say like a 1.41 KD. I think that was my overall KD after that. And then what was it? I think fall rolled around, and my brother went off to college, and he took his Xbox with him. So then I bought my own Xbox and made my own gamer tag and everything, and I had a brand new start. And so I went on to Modern Warfare 2, and this was a little bit before Modern Warfare 2. Like, it was probably October-ish or September or August, somewhere around there. My brother Jake, he left for college, and I was left alone. And it took me about 2 days before I finally bought another Xbox. Like, I had to play it. And so I kind of like got a restart on that, and now I'm 10th Prestige. I started the ENAD ZT account, and 10th Prestige in every Call of Duty now. I need a big breath, I'm sorry. Anyways, where was I at? I was just started playing. I think I ended up with like a 1.91 KD in Call of Duty 4. I have something like a 1. It's not that great. But I never played World at War after that, really. But I was first Prestige in World at War on Jake's account, and then I stopped playing on my account. COD 4, I'm now 10th Prestige. Then Modern Warfare 2 comes out. Oh, okay, people are going to think I'm got 10th Prestige in like 3 months. No, it took me a long time. But Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I started playing that until around... I played it like religiously until probably around March, May, somewhere near the summer, but not exactly summer. But after around that time, I decided I'm fed up with this game. I'm tired of everything that happens, and I snapped it in half. Yeah, clean in half. And to this day, it is still in the drawer in my room. It's my trophy. But so actually, I kind of left out some. In Modern Warfare 2, I upgraded my internet, or I got an upgrade on my internet. I went on an Ethernet cable instead of doing a wireless. I did a bunch of other stuff, and I made myself have an open NAT, and eventually I started getting 4 bars in most of the games. And so that enabled me to finally start quickscoping, and that's where my sniping came in, Modern Warfare 2. And so, after I snapped the disc in half, I know, I'm a bad person. After I snapped the disc in half, I went back to COD 4, and I started quickscoping, I started getting better, I started honing my skills, and I got really good. And this is probably around the time now that you're seeing this gameplay you're seeing right now in front of you. This is around the time that I was just getting bored, and I had nothing else to play. And I finally I got bored enough to the point where Justin gave me his copy of Modern Warfare 2, and I started playing that again. And that was probably around the time I started recording once again, and I'll talk about that later. And So now Black Ops comes out. I've been recording for a little bit, and I haven't really done any commentaries. I just, I recorded all the stupid things that happened to me, and all the little, from the best and the worst. I just recorded it all. And now Black Ops comes out, and Black Ops is the epitome of stupid. I hate Black Ops. I don't know, actually. It or World at War are like the worst Call of Duties in my book. There's everything about them I hate. Treyarch, if Treyarch made a game that they had a monkey supervise it and it took Vonderhaar's place, I'm pretty sure they would make a better game. Who thought of Second Chance? Who thought of putting it back in when literally no one wanted it? And I agree, Modern Warfare 2 had that kind of same problem with Painkiller. Actually, they took out Juggernaut, even though Juggernaut made sense. But they put in Painkiller, and they had Deathstreaks, and they had Final Stand. But after that point, everybody hated Last Stand. Everybody hated Final Stand. And what does Treyarch do? Well, let's make it better. That's what we wanted. That is what the people want. We want to make everything that we hate better. And so Black Ops comes out, and we have Last Stand again, and then they make it even better. I do commend, I don't know what the word is, them for taking out Stopping Power along with Juggernaut, just because it was a good idea for me, just because Stopping Power was such a crutch in every single Call of Duty game. Well, COD 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. It's such a crutch thing that everybody uses it and everybody wants it. And so they took it out, and I think that took a lot of, cojones, if you want to say that. I don't know if I want to make this channel, if I want to make it, R-rated, any of that. But it took a lot of balls just to, take out something as much of a crutch as Stopping Power was. And I do commemorate them for that. But literally, the maps were terrible. The knifing, don't even get me started on that. The blop shot, just Ghost. Oh my god, that was so overpowered. And then when you debuff a weapon, when you're trying to nerf a weapon, it doesn't mean make that one ultimately worse and so it's unusable. Maybe you can, try upping another weapon, making something else usable instead of just making it so one other gun is now the best gun in the game. What do I know? I'm just another player. Nobody cares about my opinion. But eventually, I don't break this one in half because it has zombies on it. And the only reason Black Ops is still next to me today, I even have it in my hand right now. The only reason that thing is still alive right now is because of zombies, and they didn't even do it right. They managed to mess it up again. Der Riese was the pinnacle of World at War and Treyarch games. Der Riese is probably the best game I've ever played. Not game, but it's by far the best map they've made. And granted, Moon is not that bad. I don't like the zero gravity. I don't like having to have a spacesuit all the time. But it has a good story. I like the story. I like how it's just it was thrown in at the last second, and it has a nice, compelling story that you want. Well, it's not really compelling, but it's you want to keep going. You want to keep seeing what happens to Samantha, what happens to Maxis, and I like that. And then now is Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3, you've pretty much seen my pinnacle so far. This is where I've gotten famous, well, quote-unquote famous. To me, this is what it is. This is famous. I've been recognized in lobbies. I can't even remember his name. There was a kid named V7 something. He followed me around. I was like, dude, I can tell you just followed me. Why would I really want to talk to you? I'm sorry, people, but if you join my session and make it completely obvious, I'm gonna know, and I don't want to talk to you if you're just gonna join my session. And if I don't answer to Enad, I'm not gonna answer again. I didn't even answer in the first place, but I'm not gonna answer if you just keep yelling at me. I'm sorry, people. But now that's out of the way. How I started recording. I started recording just because the sole fact of how I was pretty much the only friend that had all these complaints about all these games, and all my friends thought I was just lying, or this actually didn't happen. I was just blowing hot air. And no, I decided since I played in standard definition, I was like, I'm gonna go get a Dazzle, and you guys are gonna sit there and you're gonna watch my videos because I'm not lying. And so I started recording all the stupid things that happened to me literally every game that I've ever played in Call of Duty. And eventually it turned into this, where I get, all these gameplays, and just like theater mode really helped that actually. But it just kind of turned into what it is today, and now I got the Moabs, which you all know, and that's pretty much how I came to be, I guess. I mean, really. And I'm really thankful for everything that's happening, and I really like all the good comments I've gotten. Like, my videos are getting 200 likes to 0 dislikes. That's insanity to me. It's just I've never been a really voice crack. I've never really been an optimistic person, but it's so uplifting just to see all you people just liking my videos and watching them, and there's no hateful comments. There was one, actually, it wasn't hateful, but he was just pointing out that on my video, one day I posted the first double Moab, and the next day I posted world's fastest Moab, and he's like, that kind of looks a bit fishy. And then when I really thought about it, I'm like, oh god, that actually does look a little fishy. But I promise you guys they are 100% legit, and I'm thanking you guys for, you're not even worried about legitimacy. You're just amazed at the fact of how I've managed to do that, and how I managed to get all these achievements and just come out of nowhere and do this. And I can't thank you guys enough. And I hope this isn't really the end of my YouTube career, because I really doubt it, just because of all the plans Pwnstar and I have. That was a really long breath. I'm sorry. I just probably just breathed into the mic. Have you guys ever had that before, where it's just you're sitting in a lobby and all of a sudden you just hear I hate that. I feel really fat when I have this mic and I look at the little meters going up and down. I just waved at the TV as if you guys could see me. I'm getting too into this. How much time do we have? We're at 17 minutes, and there is oh god. I have another 2 minutes. My voice just cracked 3 times during that sentence, and I feel very ashamed of it. So we got another 2 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Let me get my list up again. Oops. I just know, right when I finish this recording, my Audacity is just going to crash, and I'm going to feel like a bad person. I'm going to hate this. And then you guys are going to complain because I didn't post a video like I said I would. But that's not the case. So far, the videos on Pwnstar's channels have about 30,000. The first one has about 31,000 last time I checked, and the new one, I don't even know. It's still stuck on the 305 glitch. And it's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to get a PVR though this weekend, and hopefully Pwnstar will live up to his word and hopefully give me the money that he said he would from the videos that I posted. I mean, I can get it, but it's just I need some way to pay it back. There's financial problems. Let's just leave it at that, because I personally don't have money, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. I'm saying I personally, is I as a human, my parents have plenty of money, but what else is there to talk about? I've already gone over how much I appreciate you guys, which I really do. It's ridiculous. I don't know, what was it, this Friday, I think it was, 3 days ago? I was sitting at 100 subscribers, looking at a bleak future. Saturday, I think I got up to 1,000 subscribers. Sunday, I get up to 3,000. And now I'm up to 4,000 subscribers. That is just insane. I cannot thank you guys enough, and it really means a lot to me that you guys are subscribing, and it's really uplifting just to see you give all your helpful comments, and it's very meaningful for me, and I thank you guys a lot. By the way, a few notes is that a lot of you guys have been sending me, wow, I just smacked my lips, oops. A lot of you guys have been sending me a lot of messages on Xbox and friend requests. I'm not going to accept those, and I'm not going to reply to them in fear of people joining my session and goofing off and being annoying. I don't want to be that guy, but I kind of have to, because I logged on today and my entire message box was filled with friend requests, and I have yet to delete them. But I'm sorry, guys, I'm not going to accept your friend requests. Also, if you guys didn't know already, I do look at every single comment in the video. I do reply to as many as I can. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me. I will reply to them if they're an actual question. If you have questions about your commentaries, I will look at them. I have liked them. Ask other people. I have actually done that. And you guys are looking at a black screen right now, so I'm sorry. I think I don't know, I'll put it at the end. I'm sorry for rambling on so much, but this is the longest commentary I've ever done in my life. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Peace.